We're gonna tap in, see what's going on. Guys, I'm doing $20 mini reads. Everything is down in the description box. If you would like one, just put your name on this and let me know. Okay. All right, what's going on, y'all? It's been a minute. Okay. We just sit and chilled and just chopped it up. Okay. Happy Friday, everybody. Hey, babies. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Give everybody a chance to hop in here. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. All right, y'all, let us pray. Okay. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hey guys, sorry about that. Okay, I had somebody show up to the door wanting to work on the roof. Okay. Somebody trying to block your third eye? Trying to block you from seeing. That would make sense. All right, y'all. Let's tap in, see what's going on. Hey, baby, happy new moon in Taurus. Yeah, y'all check your charts and see where you got Taurus, okay? All right, all right, all right, all right. Y'all, the rain done passed and the sun's out, okay? Setting our intentions for a great weekend. All right, what's going on here, Spirit? Okay. Okay, you're not playing with the devil. You're not making no bad investments because somebody's trying to tend to sword you, okay? This could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or this could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here, okay? Tell me about this, yeah, King of Swords. I could be talking to you, okay? You need to be careful of some investments that you're trying to make here over the weekend, okay? Because something is not going to be able to be created here because somebody has intentions of backstabbing, betraying, and lying to somebody. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Something is not coming, okay? Somebody can't take a leap of faith here. All right, Queen of Wands. All right, I could be talking to a Queen of Wands and a King of Swords here. Focus on your foundation because somebody is carrying burdens here. And it's like somebody could be projecting some type of energy onto you guys. Okay, fire signs, air signs here. It could be a King of Pentacles in reverse here. That's really, really upset. Because you guys have your Nine of Pentacles. And they can't create something. Okay, tell me about this here. Somebody may want to come in and fight over the weekend. Okay, possibly about some money. They're feeling stuck. Something is coming to light over this weekend here. Okay, collective. It ain't no illusion either because somebody could have made some bad investments and got 10 of Swords here. Okay, and y'all know about it. You're like, well, I wasn't a part of that, so that don't got nothing to do with me. Some corruption, Six of Pentacles. Somebody planted some bad seeds here, okay? Collective, listen, you're like the flower, right? You don't go pick the flower. You just change the environment. You water it. You love on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like somebody went and they started pulling the roses up, right? And they're like, okay, they're going back and they're looking to what's happening here. Okay, well, you shouldn't have pulled the rose up. Like, something about the rose, the thorns. Did somebody try to uproot you and they didn't know that you was the rose with the thorns and now somebody's hand's bleeding? Because they try to tend towards you. Confirmation. Boy, ain't that a... Okay, y'all, I want to read this to y'all. It says, we should all be lifting each other up and cheering each other on, not trying to outshine one another. The sky would be awfully dark with only one star. Because we can all shine, right? Everybody has their own unique gifts and what they bring to the world, and we all can do this. And it's like somebody tried to grab you so you couldn't grow anymore, or they tried to come and pesticides into your garden, right? Yeah, there's a third party over here. Their magic backfired. Confirmation because you're the star. Sheoraki. Now somebody is in this Four Swords energy. They're feeling sick. They want to communicate. They want to move to calmer waters. After something blew up in somebody's face, right? Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Welcome to the channel. Y'all, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share, okay? So you can be notified. Yeah, somebody wants to come in with a higher commitment here. They're not bringing no bad news, okay? And it's like right before you walk away, too. Hey, babies, welcome. Seven of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. You're not giving somebody a new beginning, okay? Very interesting energy. Y'all, I'm going to reshuffle and shuffle. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, let me get that. I'm going to reshuffle again, okay? And we're going to use another deck and get some different energy out here. Okay. Yeah. All right, Spirit. What new energy we okay. Something about paying attention to astrology is going to be very, very significant. Y'all know I always say that, though. Astrology and numerology. Pay attention to the angel numbers you're seeing, because that could just be the message for you with your angel numbers, okay? Yeah. Triple fives, 1010, you know, that's change. That's 1010 is growth. It's ending cycles. 222, getting on the right track. Triple ones, that could be intuition. Okay. Pay attention to your intuition here. Okay. All right, Spirit, give me some high vibrational messages on a higher timeline for my collective. 11 at 1. The divine creator codes, starborn. Okay, yeah. Something about that here, okay? From the stars, galactic self. I'm sorry. Significant over the weekend. Crystal child. Essential, moving falsehood seer. See, what was I telling y'all? That's 3. And then you come in and you said something was going on with your eye. Confirmation. It's like, okay, what? You could be a star seed. You could be a galactic star seed here, okay? You carry the diamond within you. Awakening. Just stay with me. And there was a DNA activation, new energies, trust, time of growth, way of pearls. Okay. And once again, third eye. Okay. Might be called to get near some water over the weekend as well. Okay. Tell me about the divine creator, creation. And then I was saying something about the cheat code. Your third eye is like the cheat code, right? You paying attention to the signs, synchronicities. You already have the cheat code collective. And it's these doors is already closed because your DNA activation has already happened, right? So turning back and looking is just not an option. And you've already removed that falsehood, okay, of something, right? Tell me here about divine creation code. Yeah, Page of Cups in reverse. You're not taking these false ass offers because you're awakened to what it is. You're awakening by people, places, and things are trying to step back, step over here on your timeline when really that's a falsehood. They're coming in trying to wear a mask, and your spirit team is like, no, you gotta get your ass back over here in Karmic City. What was I saying in that last reading, y'all? It was crazy. It's like the same people that didn't support you now they come, they're like, oh, I need you, I need you. Like shit, you don't need me. No, you need to stay connected to me so my energy will protect you from whatever tower is they're in the midst of, right? Look, 16 people there. That's an 8. Yeah, y'all in the middle of karma. Because there was 56 people here, now there's 40. I'm just saying. Judgment. Let them out in the cold. You can't come out the cold. You should have took you a jacket. Okay? You should have grabbed your jacket and your hat and your gloves. Because now your ass out there freezing. Okay? Because now you done fucked around and found out. Yeah. Tell me about the star connection. And didn't I say native beloved ancestors? The beloved ancestors of the native communities, they watched the skies. They looked at the stars. They looked at the land, the animals. And this is star connection. And it's like you're connecting the dots with the stars, and you're like, no. Tell me here about guidance from the stars. Y'all, I can't make this shit up. About your foundation. Tell me about the foundation. Queen of Wands. Something from your childhood, somebody don't understand that you have left this shit. And it's like they want to come in trauma bond. This could be somebody from the childhood. And it's like, nah, like I'm cool, I'm good. They could have been using your inner childhood wounds to really, really affect who you are and where you was going. And you recognize this, right? And you got in that Queen of Wands energy and started being confident. This is like somebody always continuously ripping you apart. Oh, I don't know why you do that. I don't know. That's not going to work. I don't know why this. I don't know why that. Maybe because it was my vision, not yours. Somebody wants to know how you have gotten over all these obstacles and delays and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, because I'm not fixing to waller about what happened with A, B, C, or D. You know what I'm saying? And they get upset because you're moving forward. Even though, collective, I feel like some of you don't even have the truth, but you're like, whatever. Like, I still got to go, though. Like, whatever. It is what it is. Something about this? Tell me here about Crystal Child, your natural core, pure innocence, removing this falsehood, seer. Moving to calmer waters. What'd I say? You was like, I don't give a fuck. Don't give me the truth. Whatever, but I'm still got to go. I got to get on this boat and I got to go. Because whatever. Just keep lying, though. I don't care. Tell me about moving to calmer waters. Justice. Now, all the truth. Look at year 9, y'all. I ain't got to say too much. All this time they've been lying. And then year 9 pulls up. Saying, skirt. Hold on. Hold on. Let me move this veil over. And spirit snatched the veil, and now everybody's standing there like, what just happened? No, they wouldn't supposed to know this. No, hold on, no, they I'm just saying. Ooh, child. Tell me here about getting justice after you move to calmer waters. Death. Endings. King of Cups in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. When you move to calmer waters and stop worrying about things, endings start to happen for people. And they're sitting over here and they're saying, how did this happen? Because they was lying about something. They wouldn't tell them the truth. Tell me about this King of Cups in reverse, this King of Wands. Now somebody's sitting over here and they're pissed. Divine intervention, baby. You walked away because they just kept attacking and kept attacking. Ace of Cups in reverse. It's too much for TV is what Spirit's saying. Tell me about this awakening. Yeah, you went in hermit mode on their ass. You don't even care because you know somebody was celebrating. Now they all tied up with the devil. Okay, the Sun card in reverse. They still hiding and lying and ain't got no strength. This could be a Leo masculine over here. Okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Sag. Somebody's got these placements. Okay, everything is ending. No new beginnings. And you let the shit go anyways. Because there was three poisonous cups here. Somebody could have tried to poison your drink in the past as well. Putting stuff in your drink. Tell me here about trust. Time to grow. Yeah, you got an offer coming toward you. Somebody is watching heavy. Okay. I feel like a great work opportunity is coming here as well. Excuse me. But you had to leave these shenanigans behind. What did I say earlier? Collective, this is your journey. This is your path. This is your truth. This is your story. It's none of your business how that is perceived, okay? Or how somebody else is taking this. They should have played a better part in your story if they wanted their chapter to sound good. Hey, babies. Welcome, welcome. Hawaii. I bet you it's beautiful. I ain't never been. I want to come. Did you? That was divine timing. Collective, I want to say this. If you work a 9 to 5 and you keep finding yourself being let go, I need you to pay closer attention to what Spirit's showing you. Because y'all know VG went through that. I went through that shit. I worked for a job. Oh, you want a personal reading? Brenda, you can pay through my PayPal or my Cash App. It's in the description box. And just send me an email, okay? Brenda, aren't you on my Facebook Messenger? Just send me a message over there once you send your payment, okay? I got you, baby. But yeah, okay, yeah, I got you. Just send a payment over. See, communication. Everybody knows you're the wounded warrior. You keep figuring things out, even though they keep putting obstacles and delays in your way. And it's like you communicate with your spirit team. They tell you what direction to go. Then all of a sudden, they get their whole plot, plan, and strategize fails because spirit done jerked you up out of a tower, done moved you around somewhere else. Pay attention to these 9 to 5s, okay? There could be people that's trying to sabotage some shit, and then all of a sudden you got walked out, and they moved you up out of the way, and now, boom, here comes a better opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Something about that. Tell me about communication, because baby, listen, they was carrying burdens, making you carrying burdens, staying in this 7 of Pentacles energy, and you're looking for your 10 of Cups, right? Yeah, that's what it is, sis. That was a karmic work environment. You know, we always have different awakenings, right? You have an awakening about your family, your friends, your career path, you know, co-workers, like all of this different stuff, you know, friend groups, who you've been running with, that belief system that was shoved down your throat as a child, you know what I'm saying? You over here, you like, VG, listen, this shit don't resonate with me, okay? I don't know what kind of hillbilly clown circus this is, but this is not for me, right? And it's like, what am I gonna do next? See what spirit gonna tell you what you need to be doing next. Sometimes we get set down because we need to heal someone, right? And we're like, man, this is crazy. But you will have exactly what you need. You may not have everything that you want, but you'll have exactly what you need to get by. You'll have shelter, you'll have food, you'll have everything you need. Okay? Mm-hmm. Y'all do realize, for my collective of people who's evolved, them demons don't want you there. Because they're manipulating, they're trying to get fast money, they're trying to lie and deceive and steal and do different things, right? They don't need you there because you're gonna point this shit out. You're gonna be like, hey, boss man, boss lady, listen. Yeah, you need to look over this because this ain't right. They don't need you there because you're gonna bring light to their bullshit, right? Y'all don't take it personal, okay? Shit be happening, and it is like they don't want you to bring light to their bullshit because look, they trying to cover it up, okay? Yeah, they trying to rush in, get what they need, and child, they need you to get out the way because they trying to come up on a quick hustle, okay? You're not. That's why you keep on getting walked out and let go of. That's what it is. 5 of Swords. It's time to walk away from whatever this is. Because it ain't no good news coming. Yeah. Listen, y'all, I'm going to be honest. Yeah. They want dummies working for them. Okay? Y'all, it ain't even Sunday, and I feel like VG has to give a sermon. Okay? Miranda, listen to me. They want dummies working for them. And spirit's always going to bring your calling straight to your face. So if you already had a intuition nudge or whatever the case may be that your ass need to be doing something else, is you need to follow that. That's what that is. Okay, you need to follow that because it's gonna keep coming up. It's gonna keep coming up. Uh, but it's like this. You have people that's looking for a quick come up. What we do for a living is not a quick come up. It takes dedication, discipline. When you're planting these seeds, you got to water that garden, right? And you got people that don't have patience. They don't know how to water a garden because they want it fast, quick, quick, quick. I need to do this. I need to do that, right? You need to throw that fear out the window and you just need to do it. Because you never know. There could be some messages right now that's resonating with some people on a different timeline, sis. And you're holding the key to help them free themselves. Okay? You never know. Everybody has a different type of person that they need to help guide them on their journey. And you could be that one. They need that message. And you just are sitting over there and you're holding it, but you need to also learn how to transmute that energy. Because, sis, how long you been watching me? How many books or messages do you have? I'm just saying. Trust me, the right people will find you. Okay? Set your intentions for the right people to find you. What is it that you feel like that you can bring to the world, right? I feel like there is some kind of fear being projected onto you because you have tapped into the spiritual side of yourself and you have a lot of people that judges you. Okay? And they're all judging you and doing this and doing that. Listen, sis, you seen people judge me. You seen people judge me. And guess what I do? I keep moving. I keep minding my business because at the end of the day, it's like, whatever. Because what you don't like, 10,000 other people might resonate with. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, it is what it is. But you know, I always teach about moving on. Like, throw that out the window. What they think about you and what they care about you is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And they want to be all angry and they want to be mad at you. But you got to look at it like this. It's because you have courage to stand up and say, listen, this is who I am. I am a star child. I am a crystal child. I am a earth angel. I am a star seed. Like, this falsehood y'all got me living under, I don't live under that. You know what I'm saying? And like I was saying the other day about me and my husband going back to the Matrix for 7 days. Y'all, that shit was wild. Okay. That shit was wild. Cause I'm like, y'all people are draining, first of all. Y'all are draining, y'all are exhausting. It's and see when you go to the 9 to 5, you're working in the matrix. Thank you, darling. And it's like, baby, I can't do this with y'all. You see what I'm saying? And that's okay. It ain't no judgment, but baby, it was draining. It was tiring. It was like, oh gosh. Cause y'all know VG is a hermit. I know when my neighbors, when I first moved here, like she'd come over here, you know what I'm saying, and be like, hey, how you doing? Cause I never come outside. Like, if you see me, I was out on my back porch. Sometimes I'm smoking my cigarette, I'm back in the house. You know what I'm saying? She hardly see me leave the house. But when I would leave, I'd leave for a couple days because I had to go out of town, whatever. But I am the quietest neighbor she's ever had to live next door to her. And it's like she didn't know what to think because see, I work from home. So like I don't have to get up. I don't have to I make my own schedule, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So she works in the matrix. Just like working in the matrix, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to prepare yourself. That's why I tell y'all wear your hats, wear your scarves, wear your protection jewelry on you if you just have to go out in the world, right? But a lot of spiritual people, you notice they work from home, they stay out of the way, and they ain't out here like that. It is. Y'all, Lisa Miranda, her ass, she works in the Matrix, okay? She went from being in hermit mode to going back to the Matrix. She can't handle it, like, because it's different. You got your magical glasses now, right? When you got your magical glasses and you're and you can see, it's like, man, I'm ma'am, boss lady, Lisa, I'm not coming in today, okay? I'm not doing this. because you get stressed out because you're like pulling on everybody else's energy. You're sick of this shit. Your third eye is popped open, and then you walk around all these people that's living in the matrix, and you're like, I can see you. You know that, right? You don't see what's going on. Y'all, that's why it's so hard to go back to the past. Once you awaken and you get around people, places, or things, it starts to irritate your spirit. It starts to irritate you. And then you start turning into that teacher and you're telling them this, and this, and trying to teach them. And they're looking at you and they're like, what are you talking about? They look at your ass like you from another world. Yes, yes. And you're sitting here, you're like, how do you not? Okay, okay. Because remember, you pay attention to what you put in your body, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Okay, and the energies you're around. So now you're vigilant to everything. And it's hard to go out where people is literally walking around with the blindfold on and they're not paying attention to anything. Yeah. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you what, I was so exhausted the other day. I literally come in and laid across the couch and went to sleep. And I woke up, went and got in a spiritual bath, and I told my husband, I said, babe, I feel so drained. Hmm. Yeah, because see, you're trying to look, and that's what it is. You're trying to keep your energy balanced with high vibrational foods, keeping your head covered, just going in and doing what you're supposed to do, things like that. Hmm. Well, teaching, depth of experience and healing, teaching and mentoring, sharing wisdom. Okay, so see, that's the thing is like now if you are out in the matrix, now you're sharing this wisdom. I had somebody tell me yesterday, like, hey, listen, I'm listening to the spiritual stuff you be talking about. Like I'm paying attention to it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, because see, now you're the teacher for the people who are sitting in the back saying, okay, I can't free myself. Key to freedom is in reverse. Like, I need your help. How can I free myself? That's what I was saying in that the Wheel of Fortune reading. You got some people that's sitting over here saying, hold up, you got trying to rope me into some shit. Like, I need to go over here to the winning team. Like, no. Because people see how many opportunities you have and what's going on, and they want to come to the winning team now. Because what I tell y'all about people sitting at certain tables, they did not realize they was being used. Earth Angel. They did not realize that they was being used here, and now it's like they're figuring this out, and they're like, "Oh hell to the no, 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 we ain't doing this." Okay, healed inner child, creating inner safety and self kindness. Because now they're sitting here saying, "Okay, inner child, explain to me what that means." Like, that's the little boy or little girl inside of you. What happened to you whenever you was a child? Let's look at that, right? Multi dimensions. Multi dimensions, timelines, be you. Don't ever try to fit in. Okay. And somebody could have mistaken and judged you harshly because you didn't tapped into your inner child. Okay. And it's like they can't come in with that same kind of energy and play with you anymore. Because your inner child is done got serious about this healing growth that you need to be looking at. But show yourself some grace. But some of y'all's inner child rolling up on y'all and saying, hey, Lisa, what are you doing? See what I'm saying? Hey, Auntie Kim. So now that your inner child pulling up on you, now your inner child is saying, I know we ain't finna what? Do you remember what we went through back there? Come to the light, Caroline. Do you remember the shit that we went through? I know you're not gonna take me back over there because listen now, I'm gonna start acting up. I feel like somebody's inner child here is acting up. Your inner child is sitting over here saying, shit, you better not, because I'm going to start acting a damn fool if you think we finna go back over here and we finna deal with this over here, because I don't got time. See, something about your nervous system, okay, could be at play. Your inner child is like your intuition, your inner child, your inner child don't feel safe somewhere. And your inner child it keeps coming through and saying, at least I don't feel safe over there. Why I don't feel safe over there. Why are you trying to keep on going over there? Oh, okay. So, beautiful disaster. I'm gonna ask you today, why do you keep letting fear hold you back? Because grandmama saying, Caroline, come to the light. Okay, I'm right here. What are you doing? I'm the light. I'm gonna guide you. Get your ass over there. Ain't nothing there for you, right? Ain't nothing back there for you except lessons. Okay? I don't know who needs to hear this on this Friday, but listen. Let that shit go. We can't change what happened, but you got to nurture your inner child because he or she needs you. And I feel like she got an attitude, or he's got an attitude right now. Okay. And he's like, or she's like, how many times we got to go through this? How many times you got to keep on getting your feelings hurt? How many times you going to keep on crying about the same thing? I mean, what's going on here? Like, how many more times we got to go through this? Or somebody's guardian angel could be sitting over saying, bitch, you about to get me fired, okay? Because, like, what is going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like your guardian angel sitting there and saying, we told you 2 weeks ago this test was going to come. I don't know why you didn't listen. We have been showing you signs up on the billboard. You remember that tag we showed you? Did you remember when you couldn't find your car keys and we told your ass not to go, but you went anyways? Yep, that's why you got 3 flat tires. Yep, that's why your windows got busted out. We told you not to go, but you want to keep on doing it. And then your spirit team sitting over here and they're like, this bitch here, what is she doing again? Look at her. Look at him. He over trying to people please. Look at him. He ain't gonna get it, is it? Take his hand and put it on the stove. It's hot. Go on, just set it there. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna set it there for you. You know, just let us know when it starts burning, okay? That's how spirits looking at folks. Your beloved ancestor sitting over here saying, "Shall pass me the Hennessy, okay? Because I'm gonna need a drink. We all gonna fuck around and get fired over here trying to play with them, y'all. Some of y'all spirit guides have been switched out because there is more spirit guides that needed to be put in. That's gonna knock your ass into shape, okay? Because see, you won't keep on playing around. Yeah, and they had to put something in there that is gonna get your attention, and they're not gonna do it kindly. I was just talking to my husband about this. A lot of people don't realize, like, say somebody does something to you, right? They don't realize that their family gets karma. Say somebody does something to you 3 or 4 months later, you hear about somebody passing away in their family, or somebody's business. Like they get fired from this big ass company they've been working for 30 plus years. The beloved ancestors does not discriminate. Okay, when they ride out, whoever's there, they going to. Okay, And it's like people look at us in the spiritual community when we say that, and they're like, "Oh no, that's not how this works. There's no such thing as a beloved ancestors." Do you remember going to that funeral? That's your beloved ancestors, the ones that you laid to rest. They're over here and they trying to save your ass, and you ain't listening, okay? Because you keep on walking over here and you got your blindfold on, and you like, I don't see nothing. I don't see anything. What do you mean I can't see? And they're like, well, if you get away from them people, places, things, that don't mean you know well, then your ass could see. Y'all have had people literally say that to me. What's a beloved ancestor? I'm like, it's your grandmama, it's your daddy, it's your sister, it's your mama, it's your aunt. They passed on. You remember going to that service? Yeah, that's them. Yeah, and they're sitting over here and they keep on trying to. Have you ever had like a family member you kept seeing like their first letter of their name, their birthday, or just seeing their name, and you're like, man, why do I keep saying that? That's them talking to you. Yeah. And for the people, okay, now see, this is the hardest pill to swallow for some people as well. If you got some janky ass family members, right? They're thieves, they're liars, they're manipulators. Right now, they getting their ass tore up by their own mama, their own daddy, their own sister, their own brother, all types of shit. And they're like, why does life keep doing this? And your own family sitting there saying, cause your ass ain't shit. That's why. Your ass ain't shit. You wasn't shit when I was there, and you still ain't shit, and you ain't trying to change anything. So now I got to be the one to sit on the sidelines and watch you keep on getting fumbling opportunities and keep watching you fuck yourself because they can't step in. Because after so long, they get summons back to spiritual court and said, "Okay, listen, we're gonna have to take you out of the game. Okay, we're gonna take you out of the game, and we're gonna have to put you over here, sit on the sidelines because they ain't listening to you." And then what they do, okay, like my grandmama, okay, listen, she'll slap your ass with that cane. You don't even know she's sitting there. You know, yeah. It's like, Granny, why you gotta come in like that? She was like, well, they wouldn't listen to your cousin, so now they got me here, okay? And I was over there sitting on the porch in my rocking chair by the water, and I was minding my damn business. And now I gotta come over here and I gotta crack the whip, okay? Now I'm sick of this shit, right? So some of y'all got some beloved ancestors that have been traded out, and now here we are, year 9. They pulling up in the El Camino, okay? Now you got Granny out. She got her cane. She's smacking the shit out of somebody upside their head right now. Okay, I heard somebody baby daddy. Somebody baby daddy getting dusted by somebody's grandmama and their own grandmama. Okay, because see, remember what I said. Depending on the situation and the circumstances, right? Some of their beloved ancestors come to your side, right? And you have all this protection, and somebody's grandma's over here with your grandmama. They tearing their head up. They, every time they turn around, they get their ass tore up, right? You're like, you okay over there? But they swear up and down you're doing work on them. And the whole time, it's their grandmama, your granddaddy. Okay, tearing their ass up. And now somebody's sitting here and they researching this stuff. And now they like, so this is what I've been missing, huh? I'm gonna have to go sit down and study. Yeah, cause I didn't know that I was supposed to be doing A, B, C, or D confirmation. Okay, where do I start with inner child? Shit, you need to start talking to that little boy, little girl, that little girl inside of you. What is it that you want to do? Do you want to go to the beach this weekend and build that fucking sandcastle and go jump on it? Is there a job that you was already supposed to be doing? Is there a business that you was supposed to be carrying on the legacy, but your ass been over here fiddling and piddling around and doing some shit you ain't got no business doing, right? It's like, what is it here that your beloved ancestors trying to get your attention with? Miranda, because I'm telling you, your people is walking through the hotel slapping these hoes, okay? Because see, y'all don't understand. Some of these beloved ancestors, that they didn't come to play. They come to slay, okay? And it's like, are you going to pay attention? Because, hey, y'all, I'm saying I've seen mine in action, and I'll be like, I don't want to be y'all. Because, like, my grandmama, she don't care. She'll slap a hoe. She don't care. Okay. She was one of them southern women who would say right to her face, bless your heart, honey. When somebody says bless your heart in the South, listen, they ain't being kind, okay? And it's like, pay attention. Mm-hmm. So somebody grandmama sitting back and saying, bless her heart. You know, go on trip her. Go on get her. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting over here and I'm like, well, that didn't work out. That really, really. See what I'm saying? Y'all, some of your beloved ancestors was not nice. You remember how grandmama used to run her house? Okay. She telling you get your house in order. Yeah, somebody grandmama coming through saying get your house in order. Cause everybody's trying to say that your house ain't in order. Child don't even know the half about their own house. Yeah. Why somebody telling you that you need to be doing what you need? Honey, you've been putting the work in. Somebody won't be talking about it, but it's true. They need to be getting their own house in order. Cause they 50-50. You got your shit together. You know what's up, right? Somebody here is possibly being called. Listen, we're gonna have to go 50-50 on something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that time. Like we're gonna have to work together and do this. Y'all, y'all know it's levels to this journey. One day, one week, everything is good, and next week all of a sudden we just drop down and we're like, hold on, keep your hands and feet in the ride, because you never know what obstacle, what delay is going to be there. But you got to know that you pressure. Because at the end of the day, divine feminine, divine masculine, you have people that's coming up against you that cannot withstand half the shit that you've been through. Okay? I'm just going to say it because it's true. They could not have withstood anything that you've been through. They going to fold like a chair over there on your ass. And you're going to be like, what are you doing? Why are you laying down? Like, you need to get up. And at some point in your journey, you had to stop the boat and let some motherfuckers off because they just lay down on you. You're like, listen, I don't got time for this. I got shit to do. And it's like they don't get it. They want to just keep doing the same dumb shit. And finally, when you walk off, now here they are. They're at the door. Here's your door, right? And they're like, can you let me in? Can you let me in? I can't. And your spirit team's like, no. Get away from the door. Get away from the door. And they keep slinging them in towers. Sling them in more towers because they didn't want to put the work in. They wanted you to do all the work and then walk in and be like, oh, okay, so listen, this is mine and this is mine. Oh, yeah, I think I'm going to take this too. Yeah, and I'm going to, yeah. Mm-hmm. And your spirit team's looking and saying, excuse me? I don't know whose spiritual team I'm tapping into right now, but your spiritual team is very, very, very angry. Okay. And they are like, everything that you have built is protected. And somebody keeps trying to put them parasites in your garden because, oh, well, you shouldn't grow your carrots over here. You should put your tomatoes over here. I don't give a fuck how you got to set that garden up. Okay. Your spirit team wants you to set it up certain kind of ways for you put the orange vegetables here and the red fruits and vegetables here and the green fruits and vegetables over here. Okay. I don't care. Maybe it's color coded, whatever. Right. But that's what you were supposed to do. You done what you were supposed to do. And now you got these parasites coming in thinking they finna just keep picking from your garden. Talking about, nah, this is me, this is me, this is me. And Spirit's like, nah, I don't think so. You did not put that work in where somebody else did. Hey, babies, welcome, welcome. 110 on the clock, and Spirit's coming through and knocking some people's heads loose. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't get some messages about more towers over the weekend collective, because the beloved ancestors pulling up on their ass. These karmics can't rest. Yeah. More messages coming. You over here trying to manifest your damn new life, and it's like, get out of my way. Like, I'm not even trying to even deal with you. Like, just get the fuck on. Multi-day storm threat. Hail, high winds, tornadoes, and floods. Okay. What did I say? They coming through. Confirmation. Yeah, they coming through. But I ain't playing around. Hold on, y'all, just 1 second. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Spirit's giving you these messages, letting you know, stay focused on your manifestations. Remember how I also was talking about how you've got people here that want to be a distraction, so you'll focus on this over here, so you cannot remember whatever you focus on grows, right? So beautiful disaster, build your channel, focus on that. That's where it's gonna grow, okay? Don't focus on the fear, because right now you're focusing on the fear and it keeps growing, okay? Oh, yeah. If there is confusion, the devil is the author of confusion, right? That's why, like I'll tell you guys, twin flame, divine feminine, divine masculine, soulmate, whatever, right? Blah, blah, blah. If somebody wants to be in your life and they want to do the right thing and they want to get their ass out of the streets and they want to get off drugs and they want to build a life together and they want to be successful, that's what they're going to do. They're not going to procrastinate and be like, oh, I got to go over here and I got to save them. And no, I can't. Hold on. Wait a minute. I got to go over here and save my family and I got to do this. No. Do you know what they're going to do? They're going to say, okay, this is what we're going to do. Let's put this plan together and we're going to move on and go on and do this. They're not going to let people, places, and things stop them from what they really, really want. If somebody has went back to Karmic City, let their ass stay there. Don't be going back and trying to save motherfuckers that don't want to be a part of their own fucking rescue, right? Don't be juggled. Don't juggle this. Fuck them. Let them stay. Okay, a lot of people going to be saying, oh, the VG, that's wrong. No, it's not. How many more times is your inner child gonna have to keep on going back and you keep being hurt and learning this damn lesson, right? Y'all's inner child, somebody inner child mad as hell, and you beloved ancestors. They over here and they like, get your Get your ass together. Fuck is wrong with you? You know they sneaky. You know they're liars. You know they manipulate. You know they already been doing this shit. How many more times do we got to show you?
Now, as soon as you talk about somebody hitting upside the head, that white tire right there,
Yeah.
I look and them flowers that we planted right there,
Mm-hmm.
we thought was dead. They're regrowing, and one of them is light, a light pink, and it's just one of them that's bloomed, and the
Mm-hmm.
other one's like you can see how they're trying to open up.
Yeah.
But as you said, the smack upside the head, I was sitting on the porch, and I looked, and I seen one flower regrowing. I said,
That's well, and you know what? When I started this reading, I was talking about spirit. Like spirit is describing the collective like a rose. Like somebody didn't know when they tried to grab the rose up out of the ground, you had thorns,
yeah,
and they
yeah, I was
and
thinking,
then you're saying the flowers growing. Y'all, that's
yeah,
beautiful.
it's one pink flower reopened, and the other one's just like you can see the head of it,
Yeah.
the little nub. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
as you said.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Y'all see what I'm saying? Listen, small signs like that. Cause and y'all, I'm gonna be on. Okay, listen, I want to do a story time. Y'all, when we had to step back into the matrix, right? With the circumstances, I was telling my husband, like, man, that was like spirit pulling us back and saying, do you see what you walked away from? Do you see what your life could have been if you would have stayed in the matrix? Because literally, y'all, all they wanted to do was pop pills, drink bottles, and worry about surface level things. And everybody had attachments on them. It was like a whole like party of entities just running around, jumping off of each other. You know what I'm saying? Because spiritually, that's what I could see. I didn't see people. I seen like walking zombies, and these entities just jumping from body to body to body. And y'all remember I had came on and I said, y'all, when I rung my singing bows, I was like, I see a bunch of people, a bunch of blindfolds on. That's what it was like. Delusional. They had no clue whatsoever. And I'm like, we talk about this all the time. And that's probably how y'all feel whenever you walk into a 9 to 5 or you go to the grocery store. You're seeing all these damn zombies walking around with the blindfold on, and you're like, okay, I'm going back in now. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? But you're seeing a reality that you could have been living in. And it's like sometimes spirit will take us back there to show us. Because y'all, this ain't the first time I've had to go back to the Matrix. The last time that I went back, I'm sitting here and I'm like, what in the entire fuck is going on here? Like, but now when I got pulled back, I have more patience because I was learning patience on that time at my journey, right? And I'm like, okay, I gotta have patience. Okay. So now I just sit back and I observed. And I'm like, no judgment. But I was watching my old self because I used to be in that rat race. I used to be that drunk. I used to be that pill popper. I used to be that one that was out there. I was the life of the party. You know what I'm saying? I was over here. Shit. Let's go on. Let's turn up. Let's day drink. Let's go get the. You know what I'm saying? Let's. Y'all, I'm finna be 10 years sober. I'm looking and that life don't excite me because I'm looking at all the warning signs. Okay, everybody sitting around getting drunk. Who's getting y'all home? Uh, don't y'all got to go to work tomorrow? What what's happening here? Where's your children at? Where's your spouse at? Where I'm over here worried about what they need to be worried about, right? But my biggest concern was how are y'all finna get home? Y'all finna sit here, you finna turn up, then you finna get in that car and then you finna drive. Or there's gonna be some kind of fight that breaks out because somebody is in their feelings and their emotions are just over, you know what I'm saying? People, a drunk man's tongue speaks a sober man's heart. It's a lot of truth that is possibly coming out around these individuals that's turning up. Y'all see what I'm saying? And it's like Who's gonna take it personal? Who's gonna flip out? Who gonna start shooting? Who gonna start smacking a hoe? Who gonna start doing this? And it's like you just never ever know. And there was a time where VG wasn't aware of all of this. And now that I'm aware of this, I ain't trying to be in that kind of setting. I ain't trying to be around all that drama. I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, I got to get back home. I got clients. I got to get back to work. I got to do this. I'm sitting here thinking about everything that I need to be doing because I have a structured fucking schedule that I try to stick by. I'm productive and I do positive things, right? All that shit was so fucking negative, and I'm like, thank you, Spirit, for showing me, but can I leave now? Can I go? I learned my lesson. Like, I see it. But sometimes I feel like Spirit has to bring in a situation to remind you where you could have been sitting if you would have never got on your journey. Yes. So, like, sometimes, y'all, if shit pops up, just know that Spirit showing you some things. Y'all, hey, I have a very grateful heart. And I'm like, thank you, God. And, like, I was just in there and I was just praying and just hoping that all of these people that I had seen and met, they would see the light and go through their own transformation, because I seen a piece of myself in each one of them individuals at some point that I had to fix. And it's like I did it, so now I know that somebody else can do this, right? That's why I say there's a part of our story collective that a lot of people want us to feel ashamed about. I don't feel ashamed about being I don't even call myself a recovering addict, but where I was in that part of my life. I don't feel ashamed about that, because if I would have never went through that, I wouldn't be who I am today. Everything that I've been through in my life has taught me who I don't want to be and where I want to be in my future. Right? Don't ever have somebody to like make you feel ashamed or put you in fear and like, oh, you shouldn't be talking about that. Yes, you should. That is the one thing that you should be talking about, because your piece of your story could be somebody's survival guide today. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so important to step up and let's do this together. I was reading that and somebody posted that, and that is some real shit, man. Like, instead of ripping each other apart, how about we teach each other how to shine, how to get out of that dark place? Because at the end of the day, each one of them souls was fighting a battle that they had been fighting lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, and they keep trying to escape. There's no escape in this. You have to go through this in order to get through it, right? And we have to remember that God does not put us through things for no reason. There's always a reason behind what is going on. Because remember, spiritually, this shit was already manifesting, right? That spiritual warfare. It's already manifesting. Now it's done come down here, and now here it is opening up, and people's like, well, what just happened here? Baby, this has been going on. But everybody's been so blinded by the darkness, it's time to come to the light. Because sometimes we don't realize that our toxic ass behavior will put us in positions to where it alters everything. And then we're sitting over here and we're trying to figure it out, and that's what's going on. Like, now somebody wants to come to the winning team because now you got the cheat code. You don't figure this shit out. Because you got to the core root issue of what the hell has been going on here. Why you been feeling stuck? Why this? Why that? What's going on here? You figured all of this out, and like somebody's over here looking, and you got these other people, they've been laughing and everything's so funny, and then all of a sudden they get smacked with a tower. Now everything ain't funny. But when you was going through a collective, it was funny. But now all of a sudden that they're having to go through this, and their addictions being put in their face, their activities being put in their face, their situationships, their toxic relationships, their toxic family, all of this stuff is coming, to light. It's like, it ain't funny, is it? Because whenever I had my awakening, y'all told me I was crazy as hell and blah, blah, blah. And now all of a sudden, now here comes their awakening. But it's getting, it smacked them harder. Because you started paying attention way earlier. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't drag this shit out. Because I don't know, y'all. I'm going to raise my hand because I got tired of getting my ass kicked. Okay? I did. I got tired of getting, I was like, Spirit, okay, what I need to do, who do I need to see? Who do I need to talk to? What kind of spiritual advisor do I need? Okay, what's going on here? But it starts with the man or woman in the mirror. And a lot of people is having a hard time looking in the mirror at who they are. And they don't know what to do because you've been saying, hey, that ain't good. Look at people, places, or things. Are they what's happening here? Right? You need to pay closer attention. There's bigger lessons that need to be learned here. And then we got people who are still the students that they want to be the teacher. How are you gonna go teach about something you ain't never been through? I'm just asking. How are you gonna go teach or be a mentor about something you ain't even never been through? How is that crowd gonna relate to you? Because I need somebody to relate who knows. They understand. They ain't gonna. I need you to tell me about your life experience. How did you get through this shit, sis, bro? How? Because maybe I can pick something out of that and take that tool and put it in my backpack, and we going on this adventure like Dora the Explorer. Fuck you talking about? Okay, we got shit to do, right? Y'all, it's just some people that is not built and was not meant to go on that adventure because their mind can't even go that deep, can't even open up that much, right? Because when you're talking to people in the Matrix, they're looking at you and they're like, what? You sound like some kind of crazy person whenever you say certain things. Like, y'all, listen. The illusions that has been casted is something serious. But we know that, though. Because we seen behind the veil. And now year 9 come. Snatch the veil. Here we are. Y'all ready to rock and roll? Because, baby, it's coming, right? Okay. Oh, I know it's itching. That's confirmation. All right, Spirit, tell me about this veil being lifted here. Judgment. There it is. Judgment has been called since this veil has been lifted. And collective, you've already stepped up, okay? And you already done had your spiritual court date. You took accountability. They gave you your file. They told you what you need to do. You took your assignment. You understood it. And now here, it's their time, okay? And we can't go rush in and save nobody because you have your own assignment. Pay attention now. Tell me about judgment here. 6 of Cups, because they don't want to heal. They don't want to heal that childhood. They want to keep on abusing their inner child. So now their inner child has done called judgment on their ass. Okay? So it's like, when your inner child calls judgment on your ass, and you're like, okay, the inner child's like, Spirit, can you come and help us? Because they don't want to listen. I don't want to stay drunk all day. I don't want to stay high all day. I don't want to be around these people all day. I don't like these people. Why they keep on going over here? Okay? Something about somebody's inner child. What'd I say? I can't make this shit up, y'all. Listen. It's in the energy. Now there's a Knight of Cups that wants to rush in. Okay? And now this Knight of Cups is rushing in. and saying, okay, I need to tell you some things. Empress, they want to send you a message about an illusion and a 10 of swords that they experienced, they was living in. Something was going on. Okay. But your intuition was telling you this, and you were showing somebody unconditional love, but you had to back up and you had to let somebody fall on their face. Parents. Okay. One parent to the other. Stop going and saving your kids. Let them fall down. Stop carrying their burdens. If you're dealing with health issues, okay, there's your direct problem. You taught them right from wrong. Let them fall down. Let them scab their knee. Let the finger bleed. Okay, but you can't keep going in and saving them, because what are they gonna do whenever you 6 feet under and you gone? I'm just saying. You got to let them fall. You got to let them learn their lessons. And see, this might be a wound here that somebody here needs to heal, because somebody never had to take accountability for their actions, because that mama, that granddaddy, somebody come in and done this and done that and wrote a check and got them right up out of it. Oh, mama had connections. She worked in the justice system. Yep, somebody don't have a criminal record. Y'all remember I was talking about that too. There is some people here that was doing things to you that literally never sit in a jail cell. Okay? They've never had to experience that. They've never experienced homelessness, being hungry, being without. They had a silver spoon shoved up their ass. Okay? So, that being said, it's like these are the people that are getting this tower. Because these are the people that kept you in poverty, that always kept you trying to keep you suppressed and keeping you quiet and doing this and doing that. Well, now all of a sudden, your winning season's pulled up and they're like, what? This wasn't supposed to happen like this. I've had the perfect life. I've never been on drugs, and I'm this and I'm that. And stop with the raising your nose up at somebody because you ain't never been through that type of situation. Because I promise you, God can put you in that situation in a millisecond. And you sitting here and you're like, whoa, what just happened here? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. And guess what? Mom and daddy's gone. You can't call. You can't get no help. There's some people finna have to put their big girl draws on here that don't know what to do. Because they've always had somebody come save their ass. Yep. And you're sitting here and you're like, well, shit, I always been in the struggle. I know how to eat noodles and potatoes. I'm good. I don't need Flaming Yarn. I don't need DoorDash. I don't need an iPhone. Shit. I can go out there and sit by the tree and enjoy my noodles and say thank you to the creator, okay, for the breath in my body. Cause these noodles gonna nourish my body, okay? I don't need anything. I'm cool. Like I got what I need. Some of these people don't even say thank you for the breath in their body. They just wake up every single day and complain. And that's why you're like, okay, I gotta put you out on the cold. I can't this now. But they didn't want to they wanted to keep staying connected. Yeah. But see, you had to understand maturity as well. What part of your life and how was you when you got traumatized? You know what I'm saying? And what age was somebody else when they got traumatized? So while you're trying to communicate with them, do they understand what you're saying? Are you communicating with a 15-year-old, a 10-year-old, in a 40-year-old body? Are you communicating with a 10-year-old in a 35-year-old body? You see what I'm saying? Because you don't never know what somebody been through, and that's why they do what they do. And you're sitting here and you're like, okay, well, you need to get to the root of the problem. Let's talk about it. And that's why they're under harsh judgment. Somebody here cannot and will not look back at their childhood and see how toxic it was. And it could just simply be a belief system, right? Now judgment's here, and now they got to see what's going on, right? This could be somebody's father as well. Thank you, Spirit. Ace of Cups. Now you got your Ace of Cups, Empress, and your daddy is over here, and he's like, well, that's not how this was supposed to go. You're supposed to do this. And you're like, if I follow your dumbass path, you know where I'm going to be? Yeah, in a coffin or a calling on a recorded line. No, sorry. I'm not taking your path, okay? You avoided a tower. Exactly. And you're sitting here, you're looking at this family member, and you're like, what? Like, are you really that delusional? Are you really that fucking delusional? Something is wrong with you. You keep doing the same thing and ended up with the same results. You still broke, busted, disgusted, sick, over here, don't know what to do with yourself. You're still lying, deceiving. Okay, well, do what you do. She ain't got nothing to do with me, right? And you walked off the scene, and now they're like, oh, the audacity of them. They just, you just don't get it. And you're like, no, you don't get it. You're like, no, you don't get it. I see things way different than you do, and that should be okay. But don't judge me like shit. Just because I don't want to do it your way, it shouldn't be a problem. Because I don't judge you. I could have a lot of things to say, okay? That I see where you're going, but you don't want to listen though. You know what I'm saying? Grade A narcissists, listen, they know better than you do. Because you're not taking this fishy cup. They're not finna poison your mind no more. They're not finna poison you anymore. And now it's like, well, let's get together and we're going to go over here and we're going to lie to the courts and we're going to get them locked up, okay? Karmic family. Yeah, because listen, they done figured out what we're doing over here. And listen, you can take control over the money and you can do this and they can do this. And, I know that you have people over here in the court system. Yeah, just call your people over there and tell them to go on to the hospital. Yep, and we're going to meet them there. Yep, and we're going to take full control over them. And Spirit rushes in with a tower. Then all of a sudden, guess what? One of them end up in a hospital. Now they over here on a ventilator, okay? And they ain't breathing. Because they was rushing in to make sure that they was going to take censorship over you. And make sure that they took over you because they needed you to be quiet. Because now you done awaken all that bullshit. Imagine that. Now they over here fighting each other. What did I tell you about the daddy? What did I tell y'all? Y'all, at least I don't need these fucking cards. Somebody raggedy ass daddy over here trying to put a plan together right now. Sir, I'm telling you right now, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? Don't. Because you and your people gonna wish that you stayed over there. And that's a message from your mom and daddy. Oh, okay. Y'all see what I'm saying? It be your own family. Over here trying to orchestrate something together. Like, child, you don't go sit down somewhere. All because you don't do what they say. All because you don't do this. You don't do that. Fuck you. I don't want to do what you do, okay? Listen. I don't play with the devil. You do, but I don't. And you ain't bring your sneaky ass around me, okay? Message from your mom and daddy. You better listen now. Because they sick of your ass. And the dumb shit that you always do. And they've been showing you, okay? The next time they're showing up to your door. They went a couple floors up. But next time they're showing up to your door. Thank you, babies. I appreciate that. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's like Spirit has gotten people sitting in situations, okay? And they're nervous because they know their past is coming back, right? And all of a sudden they see SWAT pull up. The marshals pull up. They're going somewhere else, but the whole time they think they're coming to their house. They're coming next to you because you've been lying, you've been deceiving, you've been doing certain things you ain't got no business doing. And you thought all these years you gonna get away from it. No. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, something about the 6th month. June is gonna be very significant. Spirit gonna give you a new beginning, move you out the way, and baby, this tower about to smack a whole karmic family. Okay? Pay attention. Class in session, High Priestess. You know this too. That's the truth. Because you spoke your truth, you moved on. And now everything's starting to add up, okay? This whole puzzle piece that everybody had their own puzzle pieces and they was hiding them and doing this and doing that. Now they're all slowly just working themselves together, okay? And now everything's starting to add up. And it's like, oh, okay. You see what I'm saying? There was a young lady I was just watching. And she said, where did the smear campaign come from? Probably from young daddy or a baby's father. A humiliation ritual, public humiliation, all of this stuff. This come from somebody that's very, very close, okay? And they think that you don't know. I'm just saying. You know, sometimes you can drop some information just to see who is spreading the bullshit. And you sitting over here and you're like, you realize that you're the only person I told that to, right? So how is such and such calling me and telling me about A, B, C, or D? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, no, you do know because you're the only person that I told that to. So how does somebody all the way up north know what the fuck's going on down south? Okay. And news is traveling over there to the west. Now they're sitting there and they're like, oh, I don't. Shut your lying ass up. As soon as you get ripped, y'all, listen. They get caught red-handed. One day there was a video chat on my phone, right? You know how when you do Google chat on Google thing, and you can record a message. Okay, well the person didn't know they was being recorded. And I'm on there and I'm listening. And I'm hearing this person talk cash money shit. And I'm like, what? No, that's your character, not mine. So then, y'all, I don't call. I pull up, okay? Because at this point, I am pissed off. I'm like, so I pull up and I go up there and I was like, oh, so this is how you feel about the situation? What are you talking about? What are you talking? I said, no, you said it right here. What's up? Like, and I had the mail in my hand. I was like, nah, I didn't throw your mail in the trash. I was like, I just been busy working. I didn't have a chance to bring it over here to you. Because in the message, this person said, oh, well, yeah, she probably threw my mail in the trash. And I was like, no, that's your MO, not mine. But y'all, I was so angry. Listen, my pull-up game was strong. Because I'm like, boy, you talking cash money shit. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm telling you, and that could be what's going on over the weekend. Like somebody accidentally slip up and there's some messages and you about to hear something. You about to be like, oh, okay. So make sure you stand on that business. Make sure you stand on that same energy, okay? Because I'm not going to play with you, right? And that's why I say be careful of people's projections and what they have going on, right? Because you're sitting over here and you're like, no, that's what you doing to me. Y'all, because listen, this person literally, I had 18 checks from child support. Real story. They got sent back. The man called me from the child support office and was like, please do not hang up. This is not a scam. I was like, okay, what's up? He was like, yada, yada, yada. 18 checks got sent back to this address. I said, okay. 2020, y'all, during COVID, as a matter of fact. And I'm like, what? What's going on here? Baby, this woman sent 18 checks back, knowing I needed the money. I had overpaid, okay? This was my money being given back to me. I'm like, what? They had to remail them back to me. Now, this is the same person that was on that video talking about, yeah, she probably sent my mail back. No, bitch, that's your energy. That's what you do. And boy, that's why I pulled up. Because I couldn't wait. Because y'all had held this under my hat. And I did not tell this person that I knew that they sent my mail back. So, getting to mail. Who has had your address changed and they just been sending your shit back, and the whole time you ain't been able to respond, they ain't been able to get to you, and things like this. Y'all see what I'm saying? This whole time. And lo and behold, I get a phone call. Hey, we want to send this to you. And y'all never said anything. So whenever I got that video chat, I was like, oh, okay. So now, okay. And then I brought that up. I said, no, that's your MO. I said, you remember them 18 checks that you sent back that showed up in your mailbox? I said, all you had to do was call me. I said, but you didn't. I said, no, that's what you do. I said, but here's your mail, though. Yeah. Y'all see what I'm saying? Projection all the time. And this person always causes confusion. And I'm over here, and then always emotionally manipulating situations. And it's like, stop crying. Stop calling me with all that. Like, I already done ripped your mask off. I know who you are. Yeah. It's like, man, what is really going on here? Like, why do you keep on trying to wear that same mask? Like, I've already ripped it off. I know who you are. You're a reptilian. You're a deceiver. You're a liar. You're a manipulator. I already know what's up. So keep that shit over there. Mm-hmm. Also, an energy vampire. This person is a really, really huge energy vampire. Because I could be around this person for like 30 something minutes and I'm just drained. You see what I'm saying? Something about over the weekend, just be careful who you're entertaining, who you're dealing with, or whatever the case may be. Why I feel like something's just gonna fall out the sky. Like some kind of truth's gonna just fall in your lap. Okay. And you about to be like VG, like, what? Hold on. And you're about to confront somebody like I did, because see, this person didn't know that I had already got a phone call from a certain place where my mail had been sent back to. And y'all, that wasn't the first place either. That's another thing. This had continuously had went on. Um, yeah. All right, so family, we finna step outside, okay? Oh. Oh, I was gonna go to the front. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, guys. All right, guys. I'm gonna set you right here. I don't know if y'all can hear that owl. There it goes. Y'all, that owl has been there for like 2 days. Okay. Hmm. Oh, the owl's your spirit animal? Yeah, that's awesome. I love owls. I think they're beautiful animals. Lots of wisdom they bring. Beautiful birds. Spirit's definitely having a conversation about the weekend events that are about to take place. Ooh wee. Mm. The wind picked up just a little bit when I said that, huh? Y'all, the tower is leaning, and I feel like it's getting ready to fall completely. It's like a group of people trying to hold the tower up, but it's not working because it's so much that's been exposed and so much that's happening, and you got so many people trying to control certain things, right? And they can't control it anymore. They can't hold that tower up. And y'all know when I first started this chat, I told y'all somebody showed up and they was talking about fixing the roof, about the storms and stuff that hit. They wanted to repair the roof. They're trying to repair something, but they can't repair it though. It's all being like taken down, right? Yeah. I heard the construction workers are walking away. Okay, that could be metaphorically speaking. Like everybody that's been trying to hold this tower up, like they're all packing up and leaving. They're like, no, this has all got to end. Okay, something about a huge ending over the weekend. 140. I've been on here an hour and 40 minutes. Five. That's a change. We got 59 people in here, 77 likes. Thank you guys so much for being here with us. Because you got to stop being Mr. or Mrs. Fix It. You can't fix everything for everybody if there's something within you that needs to be fixed. That's why I was talking about the inner child. The little boy or the little girl is like, you need to fix what's going on here. You can't go and fix with everybody else, right? Yeah, I'll be right back, okay? Guys, I'm going to hit this heart chakra bow out here, okay? Y'all be in a receiving energy, okay? how you manifest whenever your heart chakra is open and being in a receiving energy. All right, so family, I just want to send everybody some love, light, and healing. Thank you so much for being here. I will be posting the weekend events, okay? But VG finna get some lunch and relax, okay? And I will see y'all later on. Peace, love, and light.